Like a lot of times we like to say, you'll see a lot of people like, man, the Falcons better trade. I'm like, okay, you have to have someone to trade with. If they can trade back and pick up an extra second or extra third, I'm all for that. But if not, I think the Falcons, in my opinion, need to go defense or they need to pick up an O-lineman. I mean, get another skill position player. I mean, that's cool. But are you going to go 4 years in a row? And hey, my thinking may be flawed. I'm sure there are people who are going to say my thinking is flawed because you need to get the best player. But are you really going to go 4 years in a row on straight-up skill players in the first round with top 10 picks? 4 years in a row.
You know, I was listening to talk radio this week, and they were saying, like, the defensive class this year is cool, but is it top 10 worthy?
So basically, they're saying there are no Aaron Donalds out there.
That's what I'm. That's what the quote unquote.
I mean, and it
experts
might be.
say, yeah.
So they're saying they don't see any Nick Bosa's
in
the first round. They don't see any Aaron Donalds.
Yeah, they say it's very offensive top heavy in the beginning.
Well, I mean, in that case, I mean, you don't need to reach at the same time. I don't want the Falcons to reach.
Yeah.
But, man, I just want them to make a smart pick. I want, with this pick, I want a player who can be in a Falcons uniform
for 10 plus years. Yes, and that's contributing. That's a starter.
Now, hold up. What if Marvin Harrison Jr. drops to number 8?
Oh, for sure.
Now,
for sure.
So are you going to kick Brock Bowers out?
Brock, you're gone, bro. You're gone.
Man, you didn't just flick Brock like a little flea.
Hey, man. Did you see what he did against Georgia? If he wouldn't have got hurt,
yes,
man, we probably wouldn't have went to the championship, man.
And so look, I'm glad BRich brought that up because I want to give the fans some insight into the way old Trey minds works. So just come into my thought process for a second. This is the type of person I am. I have so much respect. Call me a homer, all you want. I have so much respect for the University of Georgia and the University of Georgia football and the type of athletes and program they put out there, especially now that Kirby's here, that when a player shows out against UGA, I feel good about that player being successful at the next level.
Yes.
So watching Marvin Harrison Jr. ball out against UGA, I mean, he couldn't be contained.
Couldn't be stopped.
He couldn't be stopped. And I mean, like, to be honest, had he stayed in the game, I'm not sure that UGA would have won that game. So I'm with you. Like, and plus, he has been groomed for this. His father is a Hall of Fame player.
And forgot about that.
And what that does, I mean, everybody's different. Just because your parents did something doesn't mean you're going to do something. But he's getting advice. He's getting pro advice. You know, not only how to train, how to take care of his body, how to handle things, how to be a professional, the way he should approach things. And I don't ever think that's a bad thing to have when you have a player.
And I know I said this a couple episodes ago. I remember I said some experts were saying that Brock Bowers was one of the top players in the draft, but Marvin Harrison has also been talked about that and that, like the very top player. But I think sometimes quarterbacks and the importance of that position makes them go higher than other positions like a Marvin Harrison or Brock Bowers. But definitely, if he's there, man, let's get him, man. We have a whole new Julio on our hands.
And like I said, man, that'll be 4 years in a row on skill players.
Hey, I don't care about that one.
But, man, I know I'm going to sound like I'm waffling, but I just want them to make a smart decision right here. This is very pivotal to the success, in my opinion, of where they're headed. Because they've shown that this is not a straight-up rebuild.
Yes.
The Falcons feel like they just need to reload, even though they need more than just a couple things to reload with.
Yes.
So they have to get this pick right.
They got to get it right.
This will be the first pick under Coach Morris. The first round
Coach
pick.
Raheem. I feel like looking at the moves, I mean, you know, going into the offseason, I was hoping we'd get Bill Belichick, but I think that would have just been just because he did what he did. It probably would have hurt us in the long run. But looking at the moves he's made, looking at the young coordinators he has, and looking at the feel of it feels exciting. It feels like we're going in the right direction. It feels like when Dan Quinn took over, that type of direction with the Falcons. It feels like a breath of fresh air, a fresh new start. When we got Arthur Smith, I didn't feel that. I wasn't happy with that hire. I gave him a hard time, and I started liking him this past year.
You were real hard on him.
Oh yeah. And
go ahead and tell the people why you said Arthur Smith. Why you knew Arthur Smith wouldn't be successful. You don't want to say it out loud?
We're gonna keep.
You don't want to say
we got kids in the room.
We're gonna keep that on the chat.
We're gonna keep that on the chat. Yeah. We're gonna keep that one on the chat.
Keep that on the chat.
We got a chat with all our friends and homies, man. I was going in.
We're gonna keep that on the chat.
But I will say, over the years, I've come to respect Arthur Smith, and he was a decent hire, but I just never felt good about his direction, where he was going, and wish him luck in Pittsburgh. But I feel good about Raheem. I really do. I feel like it's going in the right direction. It feels good. It feels like we have a chance to do something.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I want to see the black coach succeed.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I can't say that Raheem Morris was on my list.
He wasn't on my list. I was surprised. I was surprised.
I'm going to be honest. I can't say that he was on my list of coaches to bring in, but now that he's here and I've had a chance to really, because when he was here before and he took over for Dan Quinn once Dan Quinn and Thomas Dimitrov got fired, I looked at Raheem as he was here part of the problem.
Yes,
so
me too.
So I'm gonna be honest. I didn't give him a fair shot.
Me neither.
I did not give him a fair shot.
Oh.
But when he got rehired, I started really paying attention to him listening. I started paying attention to him talking.
Yeah.
And he says a lot of things that you can get behind from a motivational standpoint.
Yeah. And then when he was coach at Tampa Bay, he was young. He was in his 30s, man. I was like, dang. And he came with Gruden, really speaks highly of him.
Raheem was probably in the strip club.
Man,
with the players.
He the lemon pepper with Lou. He's out there with Lou.
Listen, these are just jokes. I don't know any of these things to be true. Raheem Morris seems like a very faithful family man. I don't know if he was single then or married, but I can just imagine being in my early 30s, if he was single, down in Tampa Bay, Florida, head coach of an NFL team, that man was balling.
Yes, balling on the 30th floor. But, I was thinking about, like, before we hired him, I was like, Belichick, what went wrong? I heard some things with Rich McKay. He had some differences. And then after that, I wanted Harbaugh.